Dahlia's death? What? What do you mean by Dahlia Hawthorne's death, Edgeworth? Right, I must confess that in reading her file, I came to know of the murder case you were involved in during your college years. Yeah, okay, he knows. So good. Okay. So... Okay, now the story is not better, but I know what happened, and it's so stupid and I hate it. So, okay, let's gather this. I don't have to this. So, Iris is dead. Iris is dead. And Dahlia Hawthorne took her place. And in the letter of her mother, Pearls was forced by her mom, or asked by her mom, I don't know, asked by her mom to channel Dahlia Hawthorne, but she couldn't. So, because she is not, this is, why is this like, like this connection is like I hate this. This is what I feared would happen. This is like, they got the whole case about the past of Dahlia Hawthorne, and it's like, oh yeah, there is this minor little thing, this minor little detail. Yo, actually, this was not her sister, it was only her stepsister. Like, oh, come on, dude. Oh, like, ugh. It's so sad. It was so good. The setup was so good. The setup was so good. It was so interesting. And then like, oh yo, she has 3 daughters, twin daughters. Now it's like, uh-oh, down the drain. At the time, Dahlia, it's like she was possessed by a demon or something. It's been almost 5 years since that guilty verdict was handed down, and her sentence was finally carried out. She was executed last month. Executed? I'm sure that's a bit of a shock for you, right? And for more reason than one. But do you understand now? She can't possibly be connected to this with this case. She's dead, and once someone's dead, there is no way they revive them. Oh yeah, see? No way. There's no way to revive the dead. I wonder. It seems you're not aware of one other connection yet, Edgeworth. And what is that? It's about Iris and Dahlia's Hearthstone's mother. What's their mother got to do with any of this? She's Morgan Fay, a spirit medium from a branch family of the Kurain channeling technique. You say Kurain channeling technique? Do you know something about it? Oh yeah. I know it's connected with that fraudulent spirit medium. Fraudulent? I was involved in another nightmare 17 years ago. Yeah, you know, just like everything connects to everything right now. Like the satisfaction of a puzzle where you only have one puzzle piece to put in the puzzle to connect everything else in the whole game, like every case basically. What are the chances? Yeah, see, this is what makes this like a shitty case, because it is an, oh no, this is a make-believe story. This is like like, again, every case is like, it's like fantasy, right? Everything is like a story, everything is not real. It's like, an author write this shit. Good. And it's okay, like, it's the same with Detective Conan. Someone sits there and writes out stories for like murder cases and something like this. But if you have like this, where every case all of a sudden crumbled down to one person, and everything in the freaking world is connected to this one thing, yeah, it's like, no, this is no. Like, just pale no. Like, this is not a good story anymore. Now it's like, oh yeah, again, I guess we puzzled it out now. we don't know how she was killed, okay? But we puzzled out what's going on, and it's not good. It's not good. It would be better if it would be like pure coincidence that Iris, a real daughter of the Kurain channeling technique, would be dead, and it would be a coincidence that like Dahlia Hawthorne looks exactly like her and took her place. This would be much more better, because it would like be, oh yeah, this coincidence is like odd, but it is more believable than like, yeah, a twin sister, and it cuts down to, you know, like this, I guess, yeah, like the sword with all these branches, it cuts down to like this path. It's like, ugh. I don't know. I don't know if I like it or not. I guess I don't like it. They were stumped, and that's when they called her in. She was a very famous spirit medium and the master of her channeling school. See, like, if Dahlia Hawthorne was like lying about, yo, it's my twin sister, blah blah blah, and you know, everything is like, this is the coincidence and this is the lie, would be better than this, I guess, for the story. But you know what happened? As a result of her efforts, an innocent man was accused of murder due to her powers. They were all fraudulent, Edgeworth. Go to the police records room, it's all in there. All you have to do is check the DL6 incident case file and you'll know. Of course, how could I forget? Edgeworth was the victim in that case. You know, Edgeworth. You'll understand someday. And then you'll see that the Kurain channeling technique is real. Do I have more? What did I miss? You missed basically the whole reveal and the whole I guess the shitty part of the story. Hey Block, but nice to see you. Yeah, I was like, the story crumbled. The story crumbled away, and yeah, I know basically everything about this case now. Everything around the murder I know. I don't know how the murder happened, but I guess at this point the murder itself is not the important part anymore. It's bad. It's really bad. It's one of the baddest and unbelievable, stupidest things I ever saw in my life. Like, like, this is so bad. Oh, this is like so bad. If I would play it for myself, I would like stop playing it. I would stop playing it because this is so much unbelievable coincidental that I would stop playing. What was the story stuff I missed? Yo, Iris had a stepsister, and they was like this, and they were the sisters of Morgan Fay. You know, this lady, she has 3 daughters all of a sudden, and 2 of them were like taken away, and one of them was thrown into this temple. The other one was Dahlia Hawthorne, we know her, this guy, and Pearls. And yeah, and Dahlia Hawthorne, apparently, you know, we learned she had a sister, but now we know it's only a stepsister. And of course, Misty Faye is connected to Edgeworth, and all of this is connected to every case that we played. This is so bad. This is so bad. This is so bad. It's so bad. It's so bad. So bad. Oh, it's so bad. It's not too much. It's like, yo, the chances are so low. Like, this is like so. I guess yes, this is a story, but it's such a bad story. It's so bad. I'm crying, dude. This is a so shitty, fucked ass story, dude. It's so bad. Like, again, I enjoyed this game so freaking much, dude. And they're coming up with this stupid ass shit. It's so freaking bad, dude. Again, it would be better if like Iris looks super coincidental with her, and they would not be related by blood, and she's like only to avoid her like executional stuff. But like, that they go this road makes me so sad and upset, dude. It's so stupid. The game is so good and they decide to do this shit. Oh my god, it's so bad, dude. God damn it. It's so bad. Oh my god. It's so bad, dude. It's not worth playing this. It's not worth playing this until this point. Don't play this case, dude. It's so dumb. Like, everything else was so good and so well written, and this shit's about all what happened so far. Oh my god, dude. It's so bad, dude. It's not a stretch. No, it's not a stretch. It connects all the characters so well, but no, this is not connecting the characters well. This is so bad. Encounter the dumb top plot twist. Yes, yeah. I'm at the point like I'm crying, dude. The game was so freaking good, and this is so bad, dude. Oh my god, like I can't believe that. Oh god, they shit on their own freaking story here, like so much. Like this is not a good twist. This is like, yo, you know what? She's responsible for everything. Fuck it. Like what? Why? Like, oh my god. What twist was it? Yo, Dahlia Hawthorne is the daughter of Morgan Fay. And she's out for blood, I guess. Yeah, and Pearls has two sisters now. And the case we encountered, the first case of Mia Fey. Oh yeah, the very Hawthorne. It was only a stepsister all of a sudden. Oh my god, dude, it's so bad. Like, oh my god, it's so bad. It's like how to connect everything in this game with one person. So, again, what are we doing now? Is like Dahlia Hawthorne out for blood for the Faye family now? Like, is she related to this whole Korean channeling shit? No, she's not. Yeah, it's that conspiracy drawing meme. Yeah, it's like this. I'm sorry that I'm crying about this, but I enjoyed this game so freaking much. Like, it's work. It's work to sit here, you know. I'm sitting here and I'm reading every word and reading every sentence for like 4 weeks now, more even. And I can't believe that this is what it's coming to. Like it's oh my god. Like, I will move on in a second. I have to. You think you know who did the murder? What? Are you stupid, dude? Like, sorry. This is not about the freaking murder anymore. The murder is nothing to this. Let's be honest. The murder case is not important here. And we all know this. With this reveal, the murder case is not related. And I know who murdered her. Yes, Dahlia Hawthorne murdered her because she is not dead. Because the Iris we saw said, "Oh, I don't know anything about the Korean channeling technique. I'm only working in this temple." She is not dead. She is Iris. And why do I know this? Because this lady wanted to channel Dahlia Hawthorne. We know this because we have this letter. What did Dahlia say in the end of the first case? I have no idea. That we will regret this, that she will like get revenge or something on the family or something like this. I have no. It's, you know, at this point the murder is out of the way. The murder is out of the way here. Like, the murder is not the case. The murder is fine, and the mystery about the murder itself is fine. Like, don't get me wrong. I still don't know how they killed her and how they get her to the other side. This is totally fine. Again, I'm not crying because the murder case is not interesting. It's because the relation in this case. The murder case is super good. It's the best case so far because I still don't know how she was killed. It's cool. This is cool. And this is not the problem here. This is not the problem. Like, oh no. Let's move on. Sorry, I cried, dude. I cried, dude. This happens only if I'm really involved, dude. Whew. Moving on. God damn it. Let's go. God damn it. I cried. I'm sad now. The problem is that Dahlia is connected to everyone? No. Yes, because yeah. In this statement, yes. Because she's also connected to the Korean channel family, yes. Again, it would be better to say, yo, it's coincidental that she looks like Iris. And this is like this way, and not she is the actual daughter. This is bad. It's bad. Let's go. Because this person saw you. Yo. We cleared all this. We cleared all this. We have to get to the last lock. I already did all this, so I will not read it again. Her own testimony. Let's go. Ding. So there were two of you. Let's go. I have a firm grasp of the situation now, Iris. You have a sister, don't you? A twin sister, perhaps? That's right. Dahlia Hawthorne, a woman I know only too well. I had no idea you knew of her. Very impressive, Mr. Wright. But she's no longer. Oh, I wonder how there were two of them? Yeah. Her sentence was carried out recently, wasn't it? I'm sorry. Thank you. There's no need to explain now, is there, Iris? The second you, who was here at the temple on the night of the murder, it was your twin sister, Dahlia Hawthorne. But you just said it yourself a second ago. My sister's dead. How you forgotten that? Have you forgotten this, Iris? This is a channeling dojo, training ground of the Korean channeling technique. That night, someone channeled Dahlia's spirit, and you know about it. And that's the secret you've been trying to hide from me. Someone channeled her, so someone is dead, I guess. But is Iris dead now or not? That makes no difference, I guess. I was in my room in the main hall that night. As soon as I heard that I'd been spotted at the inner temple, I knew it was my sister. Dahlia, the other half of me who passed away last month. Just as I suspected. The Iris that Sister Bikini saw at the inner temple on the night of the murder. My eyes are so wet, dude. Oh god. I cried so hard, dude. I cried so hard. It was Dahlia Hawthorne. Why didn't you tell me this before? Because my sister always does the right thing. Oh, yeah, the right thing? What do you mean with that? Like, she killed 5 people. The right thing, huh? Excuse me? And because I mustn't get in the way of what she's trying to do? I already betrayed her once before? I can't do it again? I betrayed her? What do you mean? That's why I have to accept I may be found guilty. It's the only way. What's she talking about? Betrayal. You know about it, don't you, Mr. Wright? About the fake kidnapping that took place here on Eagle Mountain 11 years ago. Yeah, I guess. Don't tell me. That was the start of it all. It's what started her down that twisted path. Okay, yeah, you know. She started to commit crime after crime, and in the end, she lost her life. It's all because I betrayed her. How did you betray her? It was no coincidence that Eagle Mountain is where the exchange was to take place. Oh, more coincidence! Uh-oh. Uh-oh! Hold my beer. After all, I helped plan the whole thing. What? But I got scared, so I ran away. What are you talking about? Why would you help her? Stealing $2 million from your own father, that's awful. But I promised that I help. And she didn't do it for the money. Huh? It was revenge on our father. Revenge. Revenge. Why is the options like... It's okay. What do you mean by revenge? He was a hideous man. He threw our mother away and then sent her to hell. I am not sure if, like, drinking wax is hell, but I guess. Her mother, she must be talking about Morgan Fay. Our mother was the eldest daughter of the main branch of the Fay family. The main family had a lot of influence in many business and political circles at the time. As the eldest daughter, our mother was set to inherit all of that as the next master. That's the reason our father married our mother in the first place, for power. But this plan backfired, because our mother's sister took it all from her. She took over as the master of Kurain. That would be Misty Fay. Yeah, please explain. But before long, the credibility of the Kurain tradition hit rock bottom. The new master, Mystic Misty Fay, made a terrible mistake. It was during the investigation of the DLC. I start crying again. I double dare you, I start crying again. After that happened, our father took me and my twin sister away, leaving our mother and our home behind. We hated the place. He said it was a big dive, whatever, and that he had no reason to stay there. And that's when you came here to Hazakura Temple. Yes. The woman my father took as his next wife already had a daughter. Yeah, I know. No, I guess. I had no place in this new family, you see. Oh. And I haven't seen my mother once since then, having the master's seat stolen from her and being rejected by her own family. Crazy how they make how far they were able to make everything connected. What is crazy in this? I don't know. Do you ever play a role play game? I guess like this is not like this is the easy part, and this is what makes me jump so hard. Like this is why I'm sad. It's like it's bad that this is like everything connected. It's bad. It's bad because I don't know. It's not good. Like in every RPG, everything is related to everything basically, but. It should not this way in a like this. Silly clowns are super. What are you doing? What is this? Yeah, silly clowns are on. Yeah, basically silly clowns are on. Yeah. Yeah, they're trying to make this afterwards. They're trying to make shit up. This is what makes me sad in this. They're trying to make shit up. Like this is what. I've heard she's been very bad at spiritually and emotionally. I think I'm finally beginning to see how the pieces fit together. I don't. I have asked her anything I can in my capacity as a prosecutor. This incident, everything related to it goes back to the history of the Fey clan. Yeah, I guess that's what it looks like. Yeah, everything. Like 3 whole games. Iris, there's just one more thing I want you to tell me. What is it? During the incident in which your sister, Dahlia Hawthorne, poisoned a lawyer, she began a relationship with a certain college student in order to hide the evidence. A college student. Have you heard anything about him? Well, I did hear one thing. She said she hated his guts. That's the problem if you have one writer for 3 games. No. I'm not criticizing the cases. I'm criticizing the connections. Why did she say this? She say this to make it easier for me. This is the only reason she says this, and she knows this, and she recognized me before. So she is Dahlia Hawthorne. She must be this. She must be her. I see. Thank you for your help. You're welcome. Hurry up, Phoenix Wright. There is still much to investigate, yeah. Leave these locks to me. I'll open them for you, I promise. Thank you. Why are these locks there in the first place? Who put the locks there? We didn't clear that she does the first thing. Hurts, yeah. Because if she, you know, set up the first thing, why is this still here too? Like, the first thing is in the middle, we can like agree to that, right? And you can like shuffle them around, I guess, if you don't know how to open these, so she could at least open her own lock first? You know, maybe? I don't know. Dahlia's dead. Executed. Yeah, she did dig Dowgie too. Dowgie is dead. She killed Dowgie. Yeah, she did him too. Oh, you mean because she could not know which one we're talking about? Yeah, this is true too. Yeah, this is true too. This is true too. Out! Look at that. They really did make a fire right in front of the shack. Oh, Mr. Nick. Ha! You're too late, Nick. If you came here to have one of our potatoes, we already polished them all off. I think I've pretty much got all the evidence I need. Now I just need to find out what Pearls is hiding. Let's go. Let's see what this is now. I guess she was doing Dahlia Hawthorne. 5 locks, dude. Kid is hard to rig. See. I had some of them. Oh yeah, I had this for sure. Let's go. Because of Maya, we know this too. We did this already. And now the interesting part is the thing. Now the interesting part. I read all this. Let's go. Because of the bell. And why the bell? It's because of the burned note. You were given some instructions to follow for that night, weren't you? I presume you recognize those pieces of paper. Ah, where did you... In the incinerator at the inner temple, Perks. You were following the instructions on this letter that night, weren't you? That's why you couldn't afford to miss the sound of the lights out bell. I'm speechless, Mr. Nick. You're amazing. You going to jail. These instructions that were found in the incinerator, I believe they were written for you, Pearls. For me, I know. As you can see, a large portion has been burned. But the last section is still fairly, you know, legible. As soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit. Who was it, Pearls? Those spirit were you supposed to channel? Taking into account the author of the note and the purpose of the writing, whose spirit was Pearls trying to channel? Don't overthink it. The person you were trying to channel that night, Pearls, was Dahlia Hawthorne. It was Dahlia Hawthorne, wasn't it? That was the name that was in the letter. And she couldn't do it because she's still alive. Just as I suspected. It wasn't Iris whose sister Bikini met at the inner temple that night. It was Dahlia Hawthorne. Do you know anything about her, Pearls? Do you know what kind of a woman Dahlia Hawthorne was? No. I've never heard of anyone by the name before reading those instructions. I thought so. Pearls doesn't have a clue. She doesn't know that Dahlia is her sister. She had 5 Cyclops, yes. About the instructions in the letter of found Pearls. Who wrote them? Whoever it was asked you to channel the spirit of someone you'd never heard of. You must have quite a lot of respect for them. After all, you followed their instruction without question. So here's my next question. It says, yeah. Let's go. Pearls, I have to wonder about something. You didn't have any idea what those instructions meant, did you? But you followed them with the letter regardless. Why? Because it was your own mother who asked you. That's why. How did you? I mean, I figured it out. The person who wrote you this letter was your own mother, Morgan Fay. Okay. I guess we made her cry. This is okay. This is okay. Alright, Pearls. It's time you start telling me the truth. Mr. Nick, why is she holding back from me? I don't like this. Don't underestimate me, just because I'm child, huh? If you're trying to say I follow these instructions, I'd like to see some proof. Because I don't think you have any. She'd say anything rather than admit to carry out those instructions. I guess I'll have to produce some more evidence then. One more thing should be doing it. We both know someone carried out these instructions on the night of the murder, but you're right, there is no evidence that proves it was you. I knew it. However, I do know that whoever did it was a child. Huh? Do you know that? It couldn't have been an adult. No adult would have made a simple mistake like that. No adult would have made a simple mistake like that. A simple mistake? What do you mean by that? I'm sure you thought you were carefully following the instructions you'd been given. But you misunderstood some of the words, and this is the evidence that proves it. Oh, because of the gravy? It was your own, it was you who splattered gravy on this hanging scroll, wasn't it? What? Why would I do something like... Do you remember what was written in the letter? Grave will roast the master in the fire of Hades and bring our vengeance to fruition. You know, like burn it. Burn it! But you didn't know how to read the word. I don't know it either. Gravely and roast, among others, right? How do you know that? Remember the conversation you had with Miss Downton on the night of the murder? What does this mean? I'm not very good at reading. Gravely. How coincidental that she was asking about exactly this word. Got her. Sure, Miss Downton taught you how to read gravely and roast, but what she didn't teach you is what they meant. Gravely sound like gravy to me, and the only roast I could think of was the food, and that's what you did. And that's why you did it. That's why you covered the picture of the master in gravy from the night's pot roast. To be honest, I did think it was a bit strange. I guess I really did get the wrong idea. Just a tiny bit. I really am useless. I couldn't even burn the letter properly as my mother had asked me. Such a simple thing, and I couldn't even do it right. So could she now, like, channel her or not? She said she failed and she, like, lost her spiritual powers because, yeah, lost powers, yeah. It was written right in my mother's letter. It said, as soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit. I was on the way over to the inner temple when I heard the bell ring, so I channeled Dahlia Hearthstone's spirit. No! I tried, but I couldn't do it. You couldn't do it. I've never failed at channeling someone. This is the first time it happened. I tried and tried and I tried. Yesterday, this morning, the whole time. But I just couldn't do it. Don't let it get you down, Pearl. See? See? Like, ugh. It's all work out. If you want, I'll come fly through the sky for you. Whoosh, like, just like that. Oh, I guess he's good with kids. So she never managed to channel the spirit. Is that why you think your spiritual powers are gone? Yes, I don't know what to do. Isn't there any other explanation of why you couldn't channel a spirit? I suppose there's one other possibility. It's not very likely though. Could you please tell me what it is anyway? If she's not dead! It could happen if someone else was already channeling the same spirit. Oh, this is interesting. Okay. Someone else. What do you mean? Well, there's only one of each spirit, right? Yep, it's like dating a girl, Nick. You can't see a hot chick if she's already taken. And that would mean on the night of the murder, someone else channeled her spirit before Pearls could. Huh. Someone else channeled the spirit of Dahlia Hawthorne. Josie is dead? I'm not buying this for now. I'm a failure. I couldn't even grant my mother's final wish. Final wish? Yes, this letter. This is my last wish, she said. So make sure you follow the instructions carefully. This letter. I definitely need to find out more about it. Night of the crime, let's go here first. After dinner that night, I did go to the inner temple. With a pot full of the leftover gravy. Gravy? I saw the picture on the hanging scroll near the sacred cavern. I was sure it was the Master of Khura'in, like it said in the letter. I see. And then? Well, it was already way past 10 when I got there because of all the snow. So I went to the inner temple guest area. The guest area? Yeah, I thought I could wait there until the training was over. Why didn't you just go to the training hall? Because Mystic Maya's main training had already started and I couldn't interrupt it. So I just stayed there. So I just stayed where I was and prayed for her to get through it. Oh. But then Oh, did you fall asleep? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I just couldn't help it. Hey, don't worry about it, Pearl. Who cares if you fell asleep? I fell asleep waiting for Iris too. It happens. Anyway, when you found yourself trapped at the inner temple... Yeah, when I woke up, it was morning. I tried not to cry, but... Dusky Bridge wasn't there anymore, and there was no one in the training hall. I thought everyone had left me because I overslept. I threw the letter into the incinerator when I heated up... Then I heated up the leftover gravy and pooped on the scroll. Women, the reason I became a monk. And the reason I switched back. Yeah, yeah, I guess this is true too. And let off some steam, but chucking the gravy on the scroll while you cried. I mean, it must have been pretty scary for you, Pearl. I know what it's like. Nick used to leave me behind when I fell asleep at school too. Don't equate something so trivial to her experience, Larry. Yeah, let's go Morgan's letter. My mother has gone to a place called penitentiary. What? Oh yeah, this is like, you know, before you get like sentenced to death, you go there, I guess. Yeah, I know, Pearls. I visit her every month, and last month she told me, "Oh, the time we've been waiting for has come, Pearl. There's something I need you to do for me. I hid a letter for you at your home before they brought me here. I want you to read it and do exactly what it says."
It's for the good of the Fae Clan, my angel. You'll be doing a great thing. Now listen carefully, and I'll tell you where the letter's hidden.
She's like demonic, I guess. It doesn't reflect my opinion. Yeah, this is good. My mother is always nicer to me. I love her so much.
You got fooled, kid. You got fooled by the devil.
Yeah, moms will do anything for their kids, right? Yeah, I guess. She said it was for the good of the Fae Clan, so I knew I had to help her. So I guess Maya? So I guess the first chain on the channeling chamber, the first lock was from the mom then. The first lock was from the mom then, so nobody can harm Maya because again they think that Misty Fae was dead or like gone and the next master was Maya, so they tried to kill Maya, but they couldn't do it because the lock was in front of the chamber. I guess this is where we're going now. So the mom sacrificed herself for Maya. Is this the road we're going now? I guess. I mean, Mystic Maya's part of the Fae Clan. Mystic Maya's part of the Fae Clan, so it had to be good for her too. That's right, isn't it, Mr. Nick? Yeah. See, she's like all. I guess so. Yeah. There was a picture with her letter too. A picture. Of Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Usually a picture is enough to channel someone's spirit, but this time... Pretty weird, huh? Like Larry know anything about this stuff. You're so young and naive, yeah. There's something else that was strange about my mother's letter. The seal on it was broken, as if someone had already opened it once before. Okay. Bikini, maybe? That sure is pretty strange. Someone had opened it already. Third letter updated. Opened once before. Thanks, birds. You really helped me out. You're very welcome. My mother is watching over us. And I'm sure Mystic Maya will be alright. Try to channel her. Look at that innocent smile on her face. What am I supposed to say to her? Hello, Mr. Coffee Lover. Finally figured it out, have you tried? You finally realized how terrible of a crime being painfully obvious is. What? Do I have to read it again? You finally realized how terrible of a crime being painfully obvious is. Oblivious is. Being painfully oblivious is. I have no idea what this means. Go do. This whole case is a lot of stride, yes. The entrance to the sacred cavern looks like a freaking puzzle workshop. I guess she's talking about Iris and the lock-breaking effort. But it's all a waste of time. Why do you say that? Because Maya Faye isn't coming back. What? You don't know what you're talking about. How can you say something like that? It was your job to protect her, right? Just like it was your job to protect Mia Faye. Two sisters caught up in the worst circumstances. I realized that, but... And you were the only one who was by their sides. You were the only one who could have saved them. But I didn't know anything about what was going on. Huh. What did I just say, right? Being oblivious is a heinous crime in itself. Sorry, I butcher now. Tomorrow. We'll settle everything in court tomorrow. Once and for all. Yeah, I guess we settle everything tomorrow in court. Yes. Like everything? Like 3 games, basically? Hate it. Mr. Nick, is Enos. Thank you, I try. Is that what is what that man just said true? Are you right, Pearls? I'm sure Maya's alive. You'll see for yourself tomorrow. Yeah, that's right. I know I can trust you, Mr. Nick. Yeah, I guess not, because you lied to me so hard that you made 5 locks. My dear Pearl. You've done so well, my child. My child! My Pearl. It's better than you don't know. It's better that you don't know what you've done. I knew this day would come for you.
The blood of the main family is no more. Now finally, after all this time, the master seat is yours. My last great wish. It seems I was just in time.
Okay.
Do we continue, I guess?
Can't believe this. I will not do a break today. I will go full force. I will go full force. Let's go. No break time today. Let's go. I want to know about this now. I want to know it now. Let's finish this bitch. Good morning. Oh, are you by yourself? Morning, Pearls. Nick, please tell me. What's going to happen to Mystic Maya? I'm sorry, we don't know yet. The investigation is still going on, so I wasn't allowed into the inner temple. Oh, I see. So is Sister Iris still trying to remove those locks in the training hall? No, she is the defendant in this case, so she can't be at the inner temple. She's required to be here in court. Then how come she's not here in the defendant's lobby? I have to admit, it's kind of strange. If you're looking for Iris, she's in the prosecutor's lobby. Edgeworth? What's Iris doing over there? She's going over today's testimony with the prosecutor as we speak. Today's testimony. You heard me? Iris is going to be testifying as a witness for the prosecution. Wait, what? The prosecutor is squeezing her for a confession, so I heard. Franziska von Gama, what are you up to? I know what you're thinking, but Franziska isn't going to be the prosecutor today. What? Then who is? Who else would it be but Godu? Godu? Franziska is engaged in some important work at the Sacred Cavern. Sacred Cavern? You don't mean that she's... Exactly. She has been out there all night trying to remove those trick locks. With the Hat Nun's assistance, naturally. We estimate that the last of the locks should be taken care of in about 3 hours. I hope everything continues to go smoothly and we receive some good news soon. Yeah. Thanks, Edward. Prosecutor Godu intends to nail this case shut today. Be prepared to fight like there's no tomorrow. You don't have to tell me that. Touché. I can already see it in your eyes. You're not the same fever-ridden, frantic maniac you were yesterday. It's strange. On the way here, I decided that today would be the end of all this. Almost immediately after I made the decision, I felt myself getting stronger. Interesting. Maybe you've passed your cold onto someone else, literally. And with that, I leave the rest in your capable hands, partner. Thanks. Yes, this is basically true, yeah. I still don't have answers for most of the riddles fledging this case. Legwing? Edgy! Edgy is gone now, he's my partner. The circumstances around the murder of Miss Elise Downton, Miss Misty Fey. The impossible flight Larry claims to have seen. And what that woman is really after. We know what this woman is really after. This is not new. I will solve them all and bring this whole tragedy to an end. Okay, let's try this, I guess. On court. Where is Royal Judge? Why is Royal Judge gone? Why do we have, like, Old Man Judge again? Huh. Court is now in session for the trial of Iris. of Hazakura Temple. Your Honor. Oh, what are you? Ooh, me? Well, my little brother came to visit me in my chambers earlier this morning. All of a sudden, in a blink of an eye, he developed a scorching fever and fainted. Therefore, I'll be standing in for him. It is your younger brother? Is everyone blood related to everyone in this world? God damn it. Royal Judge is his younger brother? Wright gave the call to the royal. I can't believe that the royal is related to the normal judge here. But didn't they say that the royal judge is Canadian? So his younger brother is Canadian, but he is not? That explains a lot that they are brothers. Yeah, I guess. I guess this is yeah. Silly clones are on, by the way. I see, Your Honor. My poor brother. He looked a bit pale. Not to mention, sad that he couldn't be here. Well, somehow one is Canadian. Yeah. Forgot. It's killing me. I'm dying inside. But we can listen to Gordu's like seductive scene again, seductive music again. This is good, and this was his first coffee, so let's go. It is impossible to predict what the future has in store for any of us. This is precisely why people feel the need to judge the past. And we of the court have been charged with the solemn duty of passing such judgment. Oh yeah, this can be, yeah, maybe, yeah. This is. But they're still brothers. Well said, Mr. Gordu. I understood exactly what you said, at least up until the end, anyway. Now then, Mr. Gordu, please proceed with your opening statement. Humans are fragile, fickle beings. Our hearts change with the shifting of the tides. There is only one thing that remains a constant in that crazy world. Coffee. The bitter darkness that lies at the bottom of this mug. Very good. Even better. So, then you mean... Oh, forget it. What do you mean? During yesterday's trial, the accursed refused to admit her role in the crime. But today, she has had a change of heart. Mr. Iris of Hazakura Temple has a confession to make. Confession? The defendant. Oh, I'm like super interested now. Not, but it's okay. I'm more interested how they get the victim from one place to another. This is like the mystery what is still here. So this is again like let's watch the case itself, because the case itself is super interesting. Like the murder case, super interesting. Why didn't she discuss this with me first? Very well, because she wants to like blame another person now. This court will now hear the defendant's confession. Upon meeting a beautiful lady, always ask her for a name and profession. That's one of my rules. My name is Iris. I am but a simple nun undergoing training at Hazakura Temple. Witness, is there something that you want to confess to? Yes. But first I want to apologize to Mr. Wright. I can't continue lying to everyone anymore. Mr. Wright, what is it? Mr. Wright, I have to admit that I did play a part in this terrible incident. Are you actually confessing? Are you saying that you were the one who murdered Miss Elise Downton? No, I'm not, Your Honor. But I dealt with the cover-up after the murder took place. After her spirit left, I took the lifeless shell of Mystic Elise and carried it to the Hazakura Temple courtyard, where I discarded it. Yeah, I guess there has to be two people for this. Order in the court. Order. Witness, are you saying you were an accomplice to the murder? Yes, that's correct. Okay. Yeah. 3 minutes in court and I already covered it in a cold sweat. New record. Akio coffee, by the way. Everyone on the planet is an accomplice to something. It just happens to be that in this case it's to murder. Okay, good. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? Let go do. So this is the confession they were conferring about. It pains me to say this, but it looks like Iris's testimony was all a lie. Iris's testimony crumbled and shoved into her pocket. Now then, little lady, if you don't mind, I've got a question for you. Whose crime are you trying to cover up by your actions? Good question. Iris was covering for someone. Now I'm definitely up to the creek without a paddle or a life jacket. I've been at Asagura Temple ever since I was a little girl. Asagura Temple is run by one of the branch families of the Kurain tradition. One of our missions is to protect the main family. I'm sorry, but main family? Yes, and that's why I would dirty myself, if need be, to protect her. The daughter of the master of the Kurain channeling technique, Mystic Maya Fey. Ah, yeah, we're going this road now. Oh my god, this is so surprising. I can't handle this. Wrong. Motive. It's motive. Why should you kill this person? Huh? Wake up and smell the coffee, tribe. Conferred? Murderer and murder. Conferred. Okay. Conferred. I guess this is better, man. Thank you again for all your effort. I try to do this. Order in the court. So not only did you witness the murder, you know the name of the murderer. I'm terribly sorry, but it's true. I saw her commit the crime with my very own eyes. And then I cleaned up the area to try to protect her. That's ridiculous. Maya could have... Yeah, she's like in this... The defense will refrain from commentating until the appropriate time. Now, witness, let's hear your testimony. What exactly happened on the night of the crime? Yes, Your Honor. I thought I was prepared for the unexpected, but I never imagined the case would wind up going in this direction. Huh. I guess not. The real murderer. Go. I went to the temple that night and saw it all happen in the garden. So now she's saying she was there. Now she's saying she was there? And so there is no double person, I guess. I saw Mystic Elise strike Mystic Maya with her staff. While Mystic Maya was still stumbling, Mystic Elise moved in to deliver a fatal strike. Mystic Maya tried desperately to defend herself and stole the weapon. It was only in self-defense, you can't blame her for it. So it was in self-defense. Yes, Mystic Elise was the one who attacked first. That's why I tried my best to protect Mystic Maya. You moved the victim's body to the temple so that Maya wouldn't be suspected. Isn't that right? Not bad. You got the instinct of a true criminal. Something not quite right. I'm sure it was established yesterday that Iris never went to the inner temple that night. And that the person who did go was that woman.